Welcome. They begin to miss you when raw and unfiltered advice. So the most important thing about this channel going forward is it's going to be raw and unfiltered like I used to be. The other channel is going to be linked in the description box below. Right now it's just called MBD. And if you do not want like relationship advice, like, okay, that channel will inevitably pop up in your feed. If you don't want to get like self-improvement advice, don't subscribe. If you're trying to look for relationship stuff, just stick to this channel, or breakup stuff. So let me just get into this without wasting your time. They begin to miss you when you give them space. Clearly. So when somebody breaks up with you, they no longer want to be with you right now, right? So if that's the case, you sitting here wondering, when is this person going to miss me, is only taking away from the energy that you need to put into yourself, into your life. And let me give you a real practical example of what you could do to become extremely aware of where your energy and time is going. So I have a thing that's inside school, which is in my program, a Better Man project, which is called 100 units of time. Let's say, for example, where did I put my pen? Let's use red. Red. Let's use red. Raw, unfiltered, and unedited. Okay, let's say you wake up at 9, right? So for this quick interruption, I just want to offer this to you. If you're looking to make this kind of money every single month, look no further. I have a program called Money School. So Money School is a place where you guys will learn how to make money in several different ways. Look, going through a breakup, going through stuff like that is really, really hard. And you should put your focus in on something. Why not do it with a side hustle? I teach YouTube, blogging, agency work, all kinds of stuff. Everything's in the description box below for you. So a lot of you have jobs and work and shit like that, and I applaud you for paying your bills. But when you get up at 9 and then say you go to work right after that, I used to be that kind of person that used to get up and go to work and do that kind of shit like right away. I wouldn't like wake up at 7 when work started at 10 and do things in the morning. But if that's you, cool. What did you do for the 2 hours before work, right? But let's just say, for the argument and example sake of this video, you woke up at 9 and go straight to work at like 10 o'clock. So from 10 to 11, what did you do, right? And you can put work here in this whole span here. So just work. Okay. Sorry. Let's say here. Okay. So 5 o'clock being the cutoff here. All right. So why did I pick crayon? So here. Okay, so you worked. Now, from 5 to 10, what did you do? What did you do? Because if you don't waste your time, this is the kind of income that you can be creating. This is the kind of income I've created and my students have created in Money School and Better Man Project, where they're kind of the same program. This is what they're doing. And it's just by spending a little bit of time working on the things that you need to do in these hours of the day, 5 to 10. So from 5 to 6, what did you do in that hour? From 6 to 7, 7 to 8. And a lot of you guys are like, oh, I hit the gym. Okay, great. What else did you do? Because you can look around at people at the gym and see a good physique and be like, okay, I can get that. You can physically see it. The hardest thing in the world to do is have faith in yourself for something you've never done. So this is why it's really important that you give them space, because when you give them space, this means that you can spend your energy on you, on your 100 units of time. Where is your day going? Are you spending most of your day gaming because you're going through this breakup and you want to escape from the pain? How about this? How about you stop acting like a Jeffrey who just runs away and cowers when they're faced with pain, and you take that energy, that anger, that sadness, that grief, that despair that you feel, all of these emotions, right? And you apply it and use it and grow something, build something, be a man. Men are unhappy when they're not building something worthwhile to them, right? So use this. Stop wasting time. This is the kind of advice that I want to be giving on my new channel, but in a more broad sense. Like, I'm still going to micro niche down for the first bit, but this is the idea. Because now I'm going to be doing like NoFap and like obviously weight training like crazy, and you know, I have a kid, so I'm trying to fit it in, but literally exercising like crazy, getting in really good shape. So it's all about time. It's all about the time. So you have to give them space. That will get them to miss you. But when you put a bunch of energy into a new thing, you're literally going to start changing your identity, because you're changing what you are doing with your time and your habits. So what you do with your time and the habits you create, habits turn into you, into your identity, right? So what you do turns into habits. Habits create you. So what are you doing? Are you just habitually gaming all day? Is that what you're doing? Because if you think that's going to get you anywhere, it's not. It's all fake dopamine. It does give you dopamine, but it's dopamine is supposed to be secreted and given to you when you accomplish something. And video games give you like the direct fucking injection into like, oh my God, fill my brain with this fake sense of accomplishment. Okay. And that just really leads into my next point, is when you start seeming like a catch again. If they left you, right, they're going to assume, okay, they're going to assume that you are still shitty. They're not attracted to you anymore, right? And when they're attracted to you, they were once like, you know, they once thought of you as a potential Adonis, right? They once looked at you and they're like, man, like this guy can be, you know, this guy is awesome. I can't wait. You know, they thought of their entire life with you, having kids with you, marrying you. So imagine this woman, put yourself in her shoes, which is hard to do when you're in pain, right? But just fucking do it. You guys aren't trees. You guys have imaginations, okay? So imagine you put yourself in her shoes. She looks at you. She's like, oh man, this guy has the potential to make so much money. Look at his body. He's a great looking guy. I can't wait for my kids to look like this guy. You know, I can't wait to sleep with this guy. He's going to make me feel amazing. He's going to make me feel great. Then her being with you, she starts to slowly, you know, oh man, he's actually been kind of like, she's not going to consciously say this out loud, but she even may, depending on who, you know, depending on if she's aware. Man, he's actually been texting me a lot, and all I've been doing is just like hanging out with my mom. Like, you know, all I want to do is hang out with my girls, and all I want to do is just, you know, I'm at work, and this guy's messaged me like 4 times, and all I've done is just gone to work. Like, what's going on? You know, I wonder why this guy is doing this. Why is he acting like this? You know, man, I thought this guy was strong. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull away for a little bit and see how he acts, because if I pull away and if he's worried now, I wonder what he's going to do. Is he going to freak out? Is he going to, like, you know, lose his shit? And then you do freak out because you don't pass the test because you're Jeffrey. And then every single time she tests you, you fail. Attraction drops. Okay. Attraction drops to here. Oops. I put my eraser on. I should have just done this. Oh, let's fix that again. Let's try it one more time. There we go. This is where attraction drops enough where they'll break up with you. So imagine her thinking all of these great things about you, and then out of nowhere, she breaks up with you. And to you, it seems sudden, but to them, they're like, man, he's been doing all of these little things that have created resentment in the relationship, and the traction just keeps dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. And she tests you, you know, again, right? So you imagine this, she imagined her entire life with you. You imagine your entire life with her. And because you do needy things, or because you do certain things, and that's just an example of the texting, right? 95% of guys have no idea how to text to keep a woman interested. And really, just to quickly, I want to go on a quick rant. Really, texting is just, guys are so lame at this because they think that, oh, if I don't text her, she's going to like start talking to some other guy. When really, if you, first of all, you have to be a decent woman. A shitty woman that you found on some fucking shitty dating app is going to be like, oh, you know, if he doesn't text me, I'm going to go talk to this other guy. No, if you find a decent woman, she's going to be like, okay, you know what? He's at work, you know? And guess what? If you're Jeffrey, you're not going to be able to attract a decent woman. So shout out to Hamza. I got the Jeffrey and Adonis thing from him. So, but if you do that, if you think that texting is going to be, you know, like, this literally creates so much boredom. She's going to be bored being with you because all you do is give away your day to her. You're like, oh my God, like, I hope you had a good day. How's your day going, sweetheart? Oh no, I hope you have a great day. You can say those things, but you want to spread them out. You want to make sure that if you're going to be saying those cutesy little goofy things, see, Adonis can say those goofy things. Jeffrey can't. Why? Because when a woman understands that you know who you are as a strong-centered man, when you know that, and she knows that about you, she knows that you could leave this relationship and get a new girl tomorrow, right? Because you stop giving a fuck, because you know your worth, you know your value. See, strong men can say these things, goofy things. I say goofy things to my wife all the time because she knows at the end of the day that I'm never going to be a loner or a loser that looks trying super hard to get a girl because, you know, I have no social skills or whatever. I will go out there and try again because nothing is going to take me away from what I want to do as a man. Understand? I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say to you. Okay. So use the phone to set dates and have light, short conversations. Okay. Light and short conversations. So you don't want to be predictable. You don't want to be saying, oh my God, how are you doing today, honey? I miss you so much. You don't want to be saying that every single fucking morning because it's predictable and boring. Okay. And a lot of fucking guys are going to be in the comments, oh my God, women are so hard to understand. Why do they need that? Because they do. Adapt and adjust. Jeffries will complain about how complicated women are, and Adonises are going to say, you know what? It is what it is. Let's adapt and adjust. Let it go. Move on. So that's when she's going to miss you. That's when she's going to reach out to you, is when she understands and sees that you are not a bitch. You're not easily controllable. See, a lot of times when women break up with a guy, she knows that she can control his emotions. She knows that she can text you and get you to respond right now. So you doing no contact is the first step, because now she knows eventually through your actions and some time that has gone by that she cannot control your emotions. I apologize for the fan sound, by the way. I hope it's not screwing up the mic. She cannot control your emotions, and because she can't control your emotions, she knows that you're not a bitch. But since the relationship got to where it was, she knew that she could control your emotions. She knew that she could get to a certain place with you. She knew she could control you like a Jeffrey. You know how many guys ask me every single day, is there some sort of, they're not asking me this directly, but they're saying, without saying it, they're saying, what action could I do to make this woman love me again so I could feel better about myself? If you want to feel better about yourself, give yourself something worthy to feel better about. Seriously, if you haven't created anything, what do you feel proud for? There's nothing for you to feel proud about. Even guys that are like, I go to the gym. Okay, going to the gym is just one part of it. What are you building? Like, and I don't want to knock guys that are doing it. Like, good for you. Like, you know, like that shit. But what else are you doing? What else are you trying to build? We're in the new age where the internet is changing lives on a daily basis. New millionaires are being created every single day because of the internet. And there are guys that are left behind. And you'll hear this garbage advice like, go to college, go to school, do this. Look, if you're not in the STEM area and all that shit, bro, it is a waste of time. Okay? Like lawyers and all that kind of stuff, you know, doctors and whatever. Great, go to school. I think that that's fantastic for them. But other than that and all the others, it's a fucking scam. It's a business model and it's a scam. You can learn so much more from picking one person for a year, getting mentorship from them, and just saying, like, say it was somebody that you looked up to. It could be me, it could be anybody. They could mentor you for a year on whatever you're interested in. And if you listened and showed up every single day, you would have a different lifestyle so you say you showed up for the first year. In the second to third year, and then you go to school for a piece of paper that gives you permission to get a job that other people are competing for, right? How about you make money from your passions and the things you enjoy doing? If not, make money in a more leveraged way, and then you can focus your time and energy on your passions. So This is when they begin to miss you. But all the other coaches are saying the shit that you want to hear. I'm saying the shit you need to hear. There's my fucking Discord going off. I'm saying the shit you need to hear because this is what is going to make her look at you like you're a fucking strong man. Okay? This is what she's going to look at and be like, man, you know what? I miss this guy because I can't control him. Women don't want to be bored. When a woman can control your emotions, she's fucking bored of you. She's bored. She's bored and she doesn't like boredom. Nobody does. Let's not lie to ourselves. Nobody likes bored people. Nobody likes being bored. If you are literally... Okay, I'm going to say something fucked up. But you know what? You need to hear it. If you're bored, if you walk around this world saying, I'm bored, ever, you're a boring person and you deserve what you get. There's so much to do every day. There's so much to do. The problem is you're uninspired. That's what it is. You're not bored. You have no inspiration. You have nothing to strive for. And sometimes it takes 6 months to find something that you're passionate about. You know, I'm bored. When I hear that, I look at that person, I lose instant respect for them. I'm bored. Bugs me. So there's so much shit to do. There's so much shit you can do as a man to get shit done, to make an income, to make an impact. And this is all about becoming a good man. Become a good man. Care for your fellow men, right? So let me just point this out. Okay, so let's say there's a neutral here, and 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, bad, neutral. Okay. Okay. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then neutral. Okay. So just because you're doing like let's say you're here in this neutral area. Okay, let's say you're right here. Okay? Just because you're not doing bad things doesn't mean you're doing good things. I hope you guys understand this concept. Like I'm not out thieving. I'm not out jacking cars. I'm not out beating up old ladies. You know, I'm not out doing that kind of stuff. But it doesn't automatically mean that you're out there doing good things either. You're neutral. We have way too many people in the world living in this neutral and negative area. We have too many people doing bad things, clearly. But we have a lot of people in the neutral and a lot of people in the negative. What I'm asking you guys to do is to be good men. So, you know, it doesn't, I'm not telling you to go build the next Tesla, you know, machine. What I'm telling you guys to do is just to go do one kind thing for a person. Don't be a neutral Jeffrey. Do one kind thing. So, you know, it could be anything. If you see, okay, so if you live in an apartment building, let's say, I saw this happen all the time. And I helped, by the way, just to tell you guys. If you see someone struggling with their groceries and you're a man and you look and that woman is, even another man, he's got 20 bags in his hand. Just be like, yo, what floor do you live on? And they're going to be like, no, don't worry about it. No, just be like, sir, what floor do you live on? I'm going to help you. And they're going to be like, okay, I live on the 6th floor. And you say, okay, cool. I'll help you carry your groceries and I'll drop them off right in front of your whatever. And I just want you to know that I recognize the struggle. I've been there. Have a good day. Doesn't that make you feel good? And that's a number. That's a 1. That's like right here, right? Do this every day or every other to try as much as possible. I'm not telling you to go wait outside a grocery store and be like, oh my God, ma'am, can you please? You know, that's a waste of your time. But if you're in a situation and you see this, do that kind of stuff for people. Do that. Be a good person. Be a good man. You got to be a strong man. You got to be a man that can protect. Be a dangerous man. I'm working on becoming more dangerous, meaning I want to learn boxing, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, these things. I kind of already know how to wrestle a little bit. But I want to learn how to do these things and do them relatively well, better than the common man can. And I understand a big part of that's cardio. right? And my cardio is decent. It's okay. But because most people that when they get into a fight, if you have to protect this, most people gas out pretty fast, right? So that's the idea. You should be able to protect yourself and be a dangerous man, but be a good man. Being dangerous doesn't mean you're a threat to somebody. It doesn't mean you're going to go out and hurt them. You know, you're looking to hurt people. No, it means if somebody fucks with you, you can handle the threat immediately without worry, right? And your woman, fellas, the one that you're trying to get them to miss, you know, the woman you want to miss you, does she look at you this way? Does she go, oh my God, he goes out and he does these kind things for people. He does all these cool, you know, oh my God, he's a great man. And when I watched, so the idea from this video came from this guy that I watch. But basically he said, when you die, what hole? Did you leave a hole? Or do people don't really care that you died? Right? So you guys are sitting here wondering, when is she going to miss me? When the world needs more. The world needs more proactive, strong, protective men. Right? I don't care if you're getting bombarded with the media saying, oh my God, men are toxic and men toxic masculinity. I get that. It's hard to wake up in the morning and deal with that kind of shit. But really at the end of the day, guys, you just got to be stronger. Don't be a neutral Jeffrey or a negative Jeffrey. Okay, you guys want to be in this zone right here where you're doing good things. Okay, do good things. That means get on YouTube, start making some videos for men who need. There's a man out there who needs my help, your help, and everybody else's help. Who's ready to do the thing that you can't take back. YouTube's ears are a little soft, so I have to say that. But in my mentorship program, you're going to hear the full, right? The full uncensored, truly uncensored. Okay, because a lot of men are doing that kind of stuff every day because they don't feel like they have a purpose. They don't feel like they belong. So if you feel that way, join the Better Man Project. I'm there with the guys every day, especially the high ticket guys. But right now, the school project is for low ticket right now. The high ticket, I'm creating a whole different thing for them. So go out and be a good man. They will miss you when you are focused on being this. Okay, when this is you're focused on being, especially the good man part. You're focused on being a good man. Stop worrying about when they'll miss you and focus on being a good fucking man that gets shit done. If you want help doing this, if you want to do it faster, join Better Man Project. The link will be in the description box below and in the pinned comments. Okay, that's where it will be, and you guys can see what's going on. Okay, there's a video there that you're gonna see. I've probably already offered it in this video somewhere, but there's a video that you will see. Okay, and you're gonna be like, oh shit, cool, like I'll watch that, I'll check that out. Okay, so just watch the video, you'll see what it's all about, and then you'll be able to hit join if you want to. Okay, so stop watching the coaches that tell you what you want to hear and start watching coaches and people that tell you what you need to hear, because this is shit that you need to hear.